The president is what I'm destined to be, but Democrats trying to take my life away. Put a hole in my ear, now you gon' see. Put a call into all my security. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me.
Donald was the young man who was going to conquer Manhattan.
He takes chances that would make a less daring man shudder.
To think about the arc of where he's been, it's like some sort of mythical story or something.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me.
Donald Trump seems to always get stronger when challenged.
My God, that guy's got resilience.
Those who deal with you underestimate you and live to regret it.
It's always good to be underestimated. It is not about politics. It's about our love for this great country, America, and we're not going to let it fail. I will fight like no one has ever fought before.
Trump is the bodyguard of Western civilization.
You want to talk about a fighter, a walk through fire? He's an absolute savage.
He knows that this is much bigger than him. This is about the American people. They have no idea what they have unleashed. He was ready to go face the cameras and come out swinging.
What will future Americans say we did in our brief time here on Earth? It will be defined by your vision, your perseverance, and your grit. Nothing will sway us, nothing will slow us, and no one will ever stop us. We are Americans. Ambition is our heritage. Greatness is our birthright. And the future belongs to us. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. These pissy Democrats put money on my head. Go get your refund, motherfucker, cause I ain't dead. I'm the orange in the fruit bowl that ain't been found. I'm the Republican king, and I ain't been crowned. When I rally, something special happens every time. I'm the greatest, something like America in its prime. I rip the concrete jungle, I ain't never been humble. Fist raised high, cause I stay ready to rumble.
What's good, patriots? Welcome to FDL, where we roast the woke, torch the lies, and keep it 100% red, white, and blue. It's your boy, back with a savage deep dive into the one-year anniversary of the Butler assassination attempt, July 13th, 2024, the day God looked down, saw Donald J. Trump in the crosshairs, and said, "Nah, bro. You're too epic to go out like that." Grab your Maga hats, because we're about to unpack how this moment flipped American history like a monster truck over a Prius. Let's dive in. All right, fam, let's set the scene. It's July 13th, 2024, in Butler, Pennsylvania, at a Trump rally hotter than a jalapeno in a microwave. The crowd's hyped, the flags are waving, and Trump's out here dropping truth bombs like he's auditioning for Top Gun, Maverick 2. Then, out of nowhere, some 20-year-old wannabe Call of Duty sniper named Thomas Matthew Crooks climbs a roof with an AR-15, thinking he's about to yeet the goat out of existence. 8 shots ring out, one grazes Trump's ear barely, and what does the man do? Does he cry? Run? Hide? Nah, son. Trump drops for a hot second, pops back up like he's got a cheat code, raises a bloody fist, and roars, "Fight, fight, fight," to a crowd losing their minds. Tell me that ain't the most American flex since George Washington crossed the Delaware with a bald eagle on his shoulder. Iconic. This wasn't just a close call, this was straight up divine intervention. Trump himself said it best, "I'm not supposed to be here." His advisor Susie Wiles hit him with the real talk, "You do know this is God." And Trump? He's like, "Bet I'm God's chosen warrior." Professor Timothy Nyland from Nazareth University backed it up, saying Trump walked away from Butler convinced he's on a divine mission to make America great again. And let's be real, a quarter inch to the left and we'd be stuck in a dystopian Hell's Cape run by blue-haired bureaucrats and their pet AI writing diversity quotas. Hard pass. Instead, God hit the clutch, saved Trump, and handed the MAGA movement a moment that'll be etched in history books forever. Let's talk about how Butler didn't just change the game, it burned the old board and built a new one out of solid gold. First off, that fist in the air, blood on the face image? It's the MAGA Mona Lisa. It's on t-shirts, trucker hats, coffee mugs, and yeah, even Christmas ornaments. Grandma's got it hanging above the fireplace next to her Trump 2024 stocking. The left tried to cancel Trump, but God was like, "Hold my holy water," and turned it into the ultimate campaign ad. The media? They're still choking on their soy lattes trying to spin it. Some clown at MSNBC, Michael Steele, had the nerve to question if Trump's ear was even hit by a bullet. Bruh, what was it, a rogue mosquito with a vendetta? A paper cut from a mean tweet? Get out of here with that nonsense. The hypocrisy's so thick you could carve it with a butter knife. If this was Obama or Biden, they'd have built a national monument by now, but since it's Trump, they're like, let's talk about climate change instead. Pathetic. Now, let's zoom out and see how Butler rewrote American history. This wasn't just a moment, it was a movement. The assassination attempt lit a wildfire under the Maga base.
Take a look at what happened.
They just tried to kill President Trump. You might want to make a note of that.
This does not look good. Gunshot at the Trump rally.
Everybody here is so shaken up and confused on what's even going on. We heard several gunshots.
We were all sitting ducks that day. Our blood is all over their hands.
I can't even explain how quickly that just happened. I mean, he just was talking, he was showing the illegal immigration into the United States there on the graph. And then as he was standing up on stage, we heard at least, 4 or 5 shots. I mean, that was...
I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
People like Joan Reimenschneider, a rally attendee, said she was terrified to wear her red hat after the shooting, but Trump's defiance flipped the script. She said, if Trump can take a bullet and yell, fight, I'm not hiding my MAGA gear anymore. That's the vibe, Joan. The fight, fight, fight chant became the battle cry of 2024, scrawled on White House walls, East Wing, West Wing, probably the Lincoln bedroom too. It's like the whole country got a shot of Red Bull and patriotism. The campaign? Oh, it went into overdrive. Less than 48 hours after Butler, Trump picks J.D. Vance as his VP, a move so bold it's like picking a grizzly bear to be your wingman. Vance is out here spitting facts and clapping back at the establishment like a verbal AK-47. 3 days later, Trump's at the RNC in Milwaukee, sporting a bandage like it's a Medal of Honor while the crowd chants louder than a Metallica concert. And who's sweating bullets? Joe Biden. After his debate disaster where he looked like he forgot his own name, he sees Trump shrug off a literal bullet and thinks, I'm cooked.
Both sides. Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we had to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare, we're trying to provide housing for Black Americans. The impact on the choice. The idea that they're gonna, I'm proposing that everybody, the millionaires pay 1%. So no one I've not raised the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And wants to get away with, get rid of the ability of Medicare for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed, and it stopped. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol.
By Sunday, Biden's out, Kamala's flopping, and the Dems are scrambling like roaches when the kitchen light flips on. The ripple effects were insane. Elon Musk, the real-life Iron Man, endorsed Trump within an hour of the attempt and dropped $250 million into a pro-Trump super PAC like it's pocket change. Industry titans, former never-Trumpers, and even some squishy moderates jumped on the bandwagon. Why? Because Butler proved Trump's built different. He survived not one but 2 assassination attempts, Butler and another at his Florida golf course, and kept campaigning behind bulletproof glass like he's starring in Die Hard 6, MAGA Vengeance. By November, he'd built a coalition so unstoppable it made the Avengers look like a book club. The election wasn't a win, it was a landslide, a mandate to drain the swamp, secure the border, and tell the globalists to take a hike. But let's pause to honor the real hero of Butler, Corey Comperatore, the firefighter who shielded his family and paid the ultimate price.
He did protect his family. At this time, it is 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence
My name is Comparator, and I'm from Star River, Pennsylvania. On July 13th, 2024, it started out as just a regular day. All of us were extremely excited, my dad especially, to be going to this rally. It was a beautiful, warm day, great day with the family, and we ended up leaving there as a family of 3. 11 minutes in, my husband was shot in the head. Gunshots went off, and my dad was a victim to one of those gunshots. He died protecting my mom and I. All chaos broke loose, and our lives had never been the same since. I want justice for him. I want them to know what they took from me and my kids. My dad made a huge sacrifice for us, and I would just thank him for sacrificing himself. I have all the faith that President Trump will help me get justice for Corey.
R.I.P. King. Trump's never forgotten him, raising millions for his family and planning a memorial to keep his legacy alive. That's leadership. Meanwhile, the left's out here whining about MAGA extremists while we're mourning a patriot who lived the American dream. They can't relate, they're too busy crying over their pronouns to understand sacrifice. Now, let's get to the spicy stuff. The Secret Service? An absolute clown show. A new report dropped, and it's a doozy. They knew about a threat 10 days before Butler and still let Trump walk into a kill zone with security looser than a Coachella dress code.
So I want to get your reaction to the breaking news of the moment, this report from the GAO into the assassination attempt 1 year ago. What's your reaction, particularly to the part where senior-level Secret Service agents received intelligence of a possible threat about 10 days before the assassination attempt?
This type of negligence, in my opinion, is not accidental. It's intentional. As you know, I am actually the chairman of the Declassification of Federal Secrets, and I've investigated one of the most famous assassinations in U.S. history. That's the JFK assassination. And in my opinion, the way that this was handled, not to mention, if you recall, I was actually able to directly interview the Secret Service director when she testified to Congress. And we had whistleblowers that came forward to Senator Hawley's office and stated that Secret Service never even met with local law enforcement. That angle in which the president was shot from was actually left, in my opinion, open, and this reeks of an inside job. You know, I'm going to say it. I will tell you that they had plans for him to be dead, but God had other plans, and President Trump is blessed because of it.
No snipers, no comms, just vibes and prayers. 6 agents got suspended, but they should be flipping fries at McDonald's, not guarding the president. And the FBI? A year later, they're like, we still don't know Crook's motive. Are you kidding me? They can track my search history for best burger near me, but they can't figure out why some kid with a rifle climbed a roof? Sounds like someone's protecting the narrative, and I'm not buying what they're selling. The media's complicity is next level. They tried to bury Butler faster than you can say CNN ratings. They downplayed it, deflected, and some even suggested it was staged. Staged? Bro, you think Trump hired a makeup artist to dab some ketchup on his ear for clout? The audacity. If this happened to their golden boy, they'd be milking it for a decade, but since it's Trump, they're like, let's pivot to a segment on vegan cupcakes. The double standard's so blatant it's practically a neon sign.
A lot of things have happened since then, including the presidency. So, I have an obligation to do a good job, I feel, because I was really saved. I was really saved by somebody very special. People that are shooters, I'm not so much of a shooter, but people that were shooters say, it's almost impossible that was a miss. I mean, it was a hit, but it was a miss. Although I do get that throbbing feeling every once in a while.
Is that right?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I owe a lot. And I hope the reason I was saved was to save our country. We had a country that was, I don't say dead because it's too strong, but we had a country that was really very close to being finished, in my opinion. And now we have the hottest country in the world. That's why I'm so saddened by this. But, it's one of those things, those tragic things that happen. But we had a country that was dead. It was dead. It was really in deep trouble. I was with world leaders, and they said, a year ago your country was dead, and now you have the hottest country in the world. And it sounds rough initially, but, the second part of that statement is true. We have the hottest stock market. We have financially, everyone's going to be in great shape. And we've done a good job. So maybe the reason that I'm here after Butler, maybe that was part of the reason. We've worked hard. We don't take big vacations. If we take 10 minutes off, it seems like a lot. I think we've accomplished a lot in a short period of time, but being here was very important.
Here's where it gets wild. Butler didn't just save Trump, it transformed him. The man's always been a fighter, but now he's on a mission straight from the Almighty.
Thank you. Let us pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Well, we are at the anniversary of your Butler rally, where Eric and I, along with Luke and Carolina, watched on live television as so many people across the country, and really the world did, when there was the assassination attempt on you. And as we come to this moment, I'm thinking back to what happened right after that. You actually called all of us on the phone. And it was amazing to me that that was what you thought to do, that you wanted us to know that you were okay. And I know that's a moment none of us will ever forget, and I'm sure for you, tenfold.
Well, it was unforgettable. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I got whacked. There's no question about that. And fortunately got down quickly. And people were screaming, and I got down quickly, fortunately, because I think they shot 8 bullets. And one got me, and one got another one, and one got another one, and one killed Corey, the firefighter, great guy. And, we had a tremendous, massive crowd. Tens of thousands of people were there. And our sniper, within less than 5 seconds, was able to get him from a long distance with one shot. If he didn't do that, you would have had an even worse situation. It was really bad. But he really did his name is David, and he did a fantastic job. It went about his business less than just about 4 seconds, and that's when it all stopped, and he got him perfectly from a very long distance. So we got a little bit lucky in that regard.
There was so much conversation after that, though. You had members of Congress visiting the site there, people really on top of wanting to get answers to that. But I think we still are wondering.
Yeah. So they briefed me numerous times, the FBI, the Secret Service, sort of everybody. DOJ, Pamela's doing I think she's doing a fantastic job. But they briefed me, and I'm satisfied with it. They should have had somebody in the building. That was a mistake. They should have had communications with the local police. They weren't tied in. And they should have been tied in. So there were mistakes made. And that shouldn't have happened. And that building was a prime building in terms of what they were trying to do. So, but I was satisfied in terms of the bigger plot, the larger plot. I was satisfied. And I have great confidence in these people. I know the people, and they're very talented, very capable. They had a bad day, and I think they'll admit that. They had a rough day. This is a very dangerous job, being president. I say a race car driver, 1% of 1%, think of that, die. It's not a lot. A bull rider, I think that's pretty dangerous. It's like 1/10 of 1%. Die, and with the president, it's like 5%. Why didn't you tell me this? I could have maybe made a different decision, but I wouldn't have made a different decision because we're doing so well. The country's back, and it's, as I said, everyone's saying we've got the hottest country in the world. Even doing this interview, I feel guilty because I'm supposed to right now be working.
Lara Trump nailed it. Most people would have quit. Not him. He's the one who'd never quit. He's back in the White House, pushing an America First agenda with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Border security? Lockdown. Trade deals? America's winning. The swamp? draining faster than a kiddie pool with a hole in it. Critics call him dangerous, but that's just code for we can't manipulate him anymore. He's got divine armor and the deep state's out of ammo. Let's talk long-term impact. Butler was the moment America woke up. It showed the world that MAGA isn't just a movement, it's a mindset. It's moms in Ohio wearing fight, fight, fight shirts, dads in Texas flying Trump flags, and kids in Florida chanting his name at football games. It's a rejection of the elitist, globalist, woke nonsense that's been choking this country. The left's still throwing tantrums, the rhinos are still clutching their pearls, and the media's still lying, but they're irrelevant now. Trump's survival proved he's the leader we need, not perfect, but chosen. God save Trump so Trump could save America. Chills. So, what's the play moving forward? Keep the pressure on. Call out the corruption, support the movement, and never let the establishment forget. We're here, we're loud, and we're not backing down. Butler wasn't the end, it was the beginning. The MAGA revolution's in full swing, and we're riding this wave all the way to a stronger, freer, greater America. That's a wrap, Patriots. If you're as jacked up as I am, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a truth bomb from FDL. Drop fight, fight, fight in the comments to flex on the haters. Share this with every red-blooded American you know, and let's keep the MAGA fire burning. Until next time, stay savage, stay free, and God bless the USA. Peace out.